ruining the ministry is really reprehensible when it comes through adultery. When a preacher who gets up before his congregation and every week proclaims the truth of the living God, who proclaims the Bible, and then turns around and ruins his ministry with adultery, it's just a horrible thing. And it's something that we who are in the ministry should be very careful to watch out for, because the temptations to adultery are all around us. And it can be hard, when you have all the free time that we have as ministers. I mean, not me, because I'm bivocational. Every moment of time that I've got spoken for several times over. And we can have the temptation to commit adultery because we're in positions of power, we're in positions of leadership, and a lot of people are attracted to that. Men and women are attracted to that, and we can fall to sin in adultery. And it's something that we have to be very careful to watch out for. Especially when you're a very attractive minister like I am. I'm kidding. I know I'm fat and ugly, but personal commentary aside, adultery is something that ministers need to be very careful of because of its toxic power to destroy and to spread reproach for the church far beyond anything that we will realize. And sin is never, ever worth it. We can't ever take a step back and say, oh, I'm glad I sinned. Oh, that was the right call. Forever in eternity before Jesus, I will be proud that I committed that sin. You're never going to have a situation like that. There are times when exigent circumstances demand we behave in ways that are not particularly pleasing to us. There are times when certain things become necessary. For example, we might have to be harsh rather than being gentle with somebody because the situation demands that we're harsh. But a sin like adultery can never be excused. There's a story that the Buddha in a previous life of his committed adultery in order to prevent a woman from killing herself or something to that effect. In Christianity, you don't have room to play around with things like adultery. You can't excuse adultery any more than you could excuse murder. Murder, adultery, they're never wrong. That's not to say that sex and killing is always wrong. Sex has a wonderful and beautiful part in the covenant of marriage. Killing has a necessary part when it comes to the punishment of evildoers, when it comes to executing the offices of government. But murder and adultery are never acceptable practices. Something that ministers especially ought always to stay away from.